and launch everybody else first, okay? So if you said to me the elevator go, just move to the back of the room, that would be awesome. So I
It's okay.
can sort it all out, kind of.
We're in the back.
All right, Susan is first. So you all are a party of how many? 10. 10. Oh, you just made it. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Susan,
We're starting on the second floor, so the hard part is first.
Hi guys.
enjoy. Yeah.
Being at the Library of Congress and this beautiful Thomas Jefferson building wanted you to see and think. So we're going to start right at the beginning. Neptune Fountain. We have a roller coaster. To have one room in the Capitol designated as the Library of Congress, and it was their library. It was basically a legislative library. That's the way it would remain, except in 1814 the British came to town. And you remember what they did? They burned everything. And so, along with everything, there was an admiral who was over at the Capitol, and he said to his troops about the library, what shall we do with this harbor of gaining democracy? Not surprisingly, they decided to burn it. They burned every book except for one, and as to that one book, Admiral Cockburn took it as a souvenir. So, what was the 13 colonies? Although not exactly, because the man who did this map, his name was Abel Buell, he didn't like New York for some reason. He was from Connecticut. So New York, the geographic area of New York was delineated, but it isn't labeled New York. Anyway, Abel Buell decided that what he would do would be take most of the colonies and move them from the Atlantic Ocean all the way to the Mississippi River. That was a great idea, but it was unworkable. And this map shows you why the Articles of Confederation do not really work, and why we needed a constitution with a strong national government to resolve border disputes. So let me tell you a little bit more about Abel. We got this map in 2013. Let me tell you, it was contributed by a man named David Rubens. Let me tell you a little bit about Abel Buell and then we're going to move on. Abel Buell was a true early American. another thing, they're going to see it here, that George Maynard copyrighted his work. And much more sophisticated. His paintings Germany, which is the printing press, Blatchfield has painted Thomas Lincoln Casey, one of the architects. England, literature, Ellen Casey, Ellen Terry, one of the famous actresses of the time. And my favorite, Blatchfield's wife, who was French, was Emancipation because she was a very liberated woman. You will also see the Blatchfield now, coming down at the springing of the arches, you will see large plaster figures showing the condition of civilization. We have history, commerce, science, art, literature, and those oversized goddesses are labeled. The plaster, and they also, you will notice that they're labeled, but they have symbols of what it is that they're representing. For instance, right across the way from us, you will see, this is done marble veneer from Siena, from Tennessee, and from Africa. Different colors of our what's in that university. And then you will see underneath we have desks. The building, somebody asked about how quickly the building was constructed. Yes. How quickly the building was constructed. It was constructed so quickly we didn't have the desks. One last thing I want to mention are the stained glass windows around the top. They have the seals of the 3 or 4 states of the 4 territories in existence. States entered the Union, and so above us are the first being of the